There is a stillness in the darkness that envelops Collinwood, but fear stalks the great house on this night, for a small boy has disappeared, and unknown to him, or to those who would protect him, his life is in great danger.
Sarah? Oh, Sarah. Wait. I bet I know where you're hiding. Sarah?
Why did you stop?
I thought I had a sensation.
What?
Never mind.
You thought she was nearby.
Yes. Sometimes I feel she's so close to me I could almost reach out and touch her.
Well, we'll soon know.
Yes.
There's nothing here.
No.
Not a trace of it, not a trace of anything.
So I see.
Well, you didn't think she'd really be here, did you?
I had hoped she'd be here. Where is she? Where?
Well, she isn't here, and there's no point in us staying. Shall we go?
I suppose so. Willie, wait a minute.
Why?
Open the panel.
The panel? Well, you don't think she's in there, do you?
I've got to be sure.
Well, she wouldn't be in there. You know that.
Be quiet, Willie. Don't argue with me. Open the panel.
See, she's not in here.
Close the panel.
Nothing's been disturbed.
Yes.
Never will be. Nobody will ever find this place.
You say that as if you wish somebody would find it.
No, I don't wish that. Now, let's get out of here.
You're frightened of this place, aren't you?
It gives me the creeps.
Why? Because of the presence of death.
Maybe.
You amuse me.
Everybody's afraid to die.
There are far worse fates.
I wouldn't know about that.
Willie, you're a coward. You always will be.
You're scared, too.
Not of death.
You're scared of her.
Am I?
You know you are, and you know you have to find her.
I could never be afraid of her. She would never bring harm to me.
You keep saying that, but I'm not sure you believe
Be
it.
quiet, Willie. You know nothing about her.
I only know what you've told me.
She was a gentle creature, totally incapable of harming anyone, especially me, because she loved me more than anyone else. She never wanted harm to come to a single living creature. Once we had a dog, a pet dog. He grew old and had to be put out of his misery. She was inconsolable. I had to comfort her. Night after night, she would go to sleep in my arms, and I would dry her tears.
Well, why is she here now?
I don't know. I wish I did.
Well, what are we going to do now?
Go back to the house.
Well, aren't we going to search anymore?
Not tonight. Open the panel.
Okay.
Why do you hesitate?
Listen.
To what?
It's gone now. I thought I heard something.
What?
Well, I don't know.
You continue to amuse me, Willie.
Why do you say that?
Because your knowledge of the contents of this room obviously stimulates your imagination.
Maybe.
Open the panel.
Let me out! Let me out! Let me out! Let me out!
Did you find anything?
No.
Nothing at all.
I was all over the east wing. All I found was a lot of empty rooms.
Then David isn't in the house. He's out there somewhere. Maybe lost.
Well, we don't know that. He might come back at any minute.
I feel so responsible for him, Joe. Vicky left him in my care, and this has to happen.
You couldn't help it if he sneaked out of the house.
I knew he wanted to go out.
Look,
I should have kept an eye on him every minute.
If anybody's responsible, it's me.
You?
Yes, I shouldn't have gotten him so worked up about finding Sarah.
Oh, Joe, he wanted to go out and look for Sarah long before you got here.
Well, I certainly didn't help matters any.
I wish Vicky would get home.
Yeah, where is she?
She's out with Berg.
Oh.
I suppose you've heard about their engagement.
Oh, yes.
I guess everybody in town has.
How do you...
Go on.
No, it's not important.
You were going to ask me how I feel about it, weren't you?
Yeah, it was none of my business.
I don't mind telling you, Joe. I made a fool of myself over Burke, but that's in the past now. And everything I felt for Burke is in the past also. I'm happy for Vicky.
I'm glad to hear that.
I really am, Joe. My only worry now is David.
We'll find him.
I keep imagining that he's lost. Or that something terrible has happened to him.
Help! Help! Oh, please, somebody, let me out of here! Help me!
Vicky? Yes? Vicky, I'm so glad you're home. What's the matter? David has disappeared. Disappeared? Yes, he's been gone for hours and we've looked everywhere
You think
for him.
he sneaked out of the house to try and hunt for his little friend Sarah?
How long has he been missing? 4 hours, maybe 5. That long?
Look, I'm not going to hang around the house any longer just hoping he'll show up. I think I'm going to go search the woods.
I'm going with you. I'm going too.
No, listen, Vicky, someone ought to stay here in case he comes home or phones.
All right. Joe, do you think he is on the property?
Well, I think it's likely. He and Sarah used to play around here, didn't they?
Yes. He probably is someplace nearby. We've got to find him, Vicky. We've just got to.
Help! Help! Nobody can hear me. Nobody.
Do you see anything?
No.
I thought he might be here. He comes here sometimes to play.
Well, where else does he play?
There's a cove under the rocks and the cliffs. He goes there to play sometimes.
With Sarah?
I don't know.
Well, try to think of places where he's mentioned that he's played with Sarah.
Joe, it's hard to remember. I never used to pay any attention to him when he talked about Sarah.
Try.
I can't think of anywhere we haven't already looked.
Okay. We'll just have to keep on looking.
Joe,
He's got to be around here someplace.
I know I shouldn't say this, but I keep having the feeling that something terrible has happened today.
Oh, now stop imagining.
I can't help it, David. I've known for a long time that something was going to happen. Something terrible.
What do you mean?
I've been having nightmares for weeks now. And in them, I could sense some disaster that was about to strike. I didn't know what it was, only that it was going to happen. But I thought it was going to happen to me, not to David.
I thought I heard. Sarah? Is that you? Sarah, I know you're around here someplace. Sarah, why don't you come? Sarah, where are you? Sarah! Sarah!
Wait a minute.
Why?
I thought I saw something moving over there, a figure.
Who is it?
I don't know.
Who's that?
Willie!
Take that light out of my eyes. I can't see.
Carolyn and Joe.
What are you doing prowling around the woods in the middle of the night?
I'm collecting firewood.
At this hour?
Yeah. And you? What are you doing here?
We're looking for David.
David?
Yeah, he's disappeared.
You haven't seen him around anywhere, have you?
Oh, I haven't seen a thing.
I was afraid of that.
Hey, listen, we're pretty close to the old house, aren't we?
Why?
Well, I just had a thought. Maybe we could find David there.
At the old house?
Yes, he always used to play there, didn't he? I mean, whenever he disappeared, that's where we used to find him, didn't we?
Yes.
No, he isn't at the old house. I just came from there. I would have seen him.
Well, now look, it's a big house. There are lots of rooms. He might be hiding in one of them.
He isn't.
How do you know for sure?
He couldn't get into the house. It's locked up tight.
Oh, David is famous for getting into places where he's not supposed to
I
be.
think we better go take a look.
You can't do that.
Why not?
Of course, Mr. Collins doesn't want anybody prowling around the house.
Well, I don't see any reason why Mr. Collins would object if he knew that what we were looking for.
If we tell him
Now,
we're
look,
looking
there's
for
no point in
David-
going to the house because he's not there. I would have seen him.
Really?
Now, good night.
I wonder why he's always so strange about letting people into that house.
Yes. That is a little peculiar.
It's more than a little peculiar. I'd say it was very peculiar. It's almost as if
As if what?
it's almost as if he's hiding something.
There is a way out. Barnabas said, open the panel, Willie. But how did he do it? How?
Vicky.
Oh, hello, Barnabas.
I was out for a walk and I saw you sitting here.
Did you?
You look distressed. Is anything wrong?
Yes. David has disappeared.
Disappeared?
He sneaked out of the house hours ago and no one's been able to find him.
Well, is someone still searching for him?
Carolyn and Joe are searching the woods.
Well, I'm sure they'll find him. You must try not to worry.
I am trying, but I can't help but be worried. It's so dark out there and it's so late.
Well, is there anything I can do?
Thank you. I can't think of anything.
Well, perhaps you and I should go and look for David.
No, I have to stay here in case the phone rings or we get some word of him or something.
Then I'll wait here with you.
That's not necessary.
I wouldn't think of leaving you while you're so distressed.
You're very kind.
Not at all. I selfishly enjoy your company, no matter what the circumstances.
I keep thinking that if I look hard enough out into the dark, I'll see him.
You're very devoted to David, aren't you?
Yes, very.
I know how easy it is to become attached to children.
Do you?
Yes, a child can represent everything that is pure and innocent.
David's become very important in my life. It's almost as though I had a little brother.
I know.
If anything happened to him, I don't know what I'd do.
But nothing has happened, I'm sure of it.
I try to believe that. I'm just so frightened.
I understand.
Sorry. I told myself I wouldn't cry.
Oh, don't apologize. Caring for someone never requires an apology.
He's got to be all right. He's got to.
Come, put your head on my shoulder and cry all you want. Nobody will hear you but me.
Dark Shadows is a Dan Curtis production.